Welcome, future technicians. Today, we're going to cover two critical vehicle safety systems, the horn and the wipers and washers. These systems are often taken for granted, but their proper function is vital for driver and pedestrian safety. First, let's take a look at the horn and its associated circuits. If the vehicle has an inflatable supplemental restraint system, SRS, airbag, you must disarm the system according to the manufacturer's procedures before servicing the horn button or its wiring. See Task F1. A horn typically uses a relay to allow a small amount of current from the horn button to control a much larger current flow to the horns. Most horn problems are related to the wiring, the relay, or the switch. However, some horns are adjustable. Before replacing a horn, try adjusting it. The adjusting screw on the horn body can be turned to change the sound. Adjust it until the horn sounds correctly and the current draw is between 4 and 6.5 amperes. You'll need an ammeter or an inductive pickup meter for this. Here are some things you will need to know to diagnose a non-functioning horn. No sound from the horn? Check the fuse first. Fuse is good. Supply a good ground to the switch terminal at the relay. If the horn sounds, the problem is in the horn button circuit. Next, check the horn chassis ground. Connect a jumper wire from the horn's frame to a good body ground. If the horn now works, service the ground connection. Still no sound? Check for voltage at the relay. If voltage is present, use a jumper wire to bypass the relay. If the horn sounds, the relay is faulty. If no voltage is present, check the fuse and connecting wires. The sound of the horn can also tell you about the problem. A low-pitched moan means the current is probably too high. A weak sound suggests poor electrical connections. If the horn sounds continuously, the switch or relay contacts are stuck. The wiper and washer systems are crucial for visibility. Wipers use a multi-speed motor, with different speeds controlled by separate windings and brushes. When the switch is turned off, an internal cam-operated switch ensures the wipers return to the park position. Intermittent wipers use a variable resistor to control a pause module, which determines the delay between wipes. Always start with a visual check. Inspect the wiper blades for tears, cracks, or hardened rubber. Worn blades will smear or streak. Always replace both blades at the same time for the best performance.
Wipers inoperative? First, check the fuse. If the fuse is good and you hear the motor trying to work, disconnect the linkage from the motor.
If the motor now runs, the linkage is binding. If the motor still doesn't run, suspect the motor or an electrical issue. Check the motor's mounting and ground connections, and use a multimeter to check for voltage at the motor. Now for the washer system. First, make sure the reservoir is filled. When you activate the washer, listen for the pump. If you hear it but no fluid comes out, the nozzles may be clogged. You can clear them with a small pin. Also, check the hoses for kinks, breaks, or blockages. If you don't hear the pump, it's likely a bad pump or it could have a ground or power feed issue. To test the pump, check for voltage at its connector when the washer switch is activated. If you have voltage and ground, but no action, the pump needs to be replaced. Remember, these descriptions are general. Many modern systems are controlled by electronic control modules and may require a specific scan tool. Always refer to the vehicle service manual before attempting any service or repair. Proper diagnosis and repair of these systems are key to a safe and functional vehicle. Stay safe and keep learning.